Hey, what's up guys? So in this first video that I'm gonna show you guys is gonna be exclusively Hot Wheels die-cast cars that I found at a garage sale. So my wife and I went to a neighborhood garage sale, it was a community sale, and they had a bunch of really good sales. And at this one sale, this guy hooked me up with probably the best die-cast score that I've ever had. All right, so in this video, you're gonna see me showcase some awesome Redlines that I found, as well as some vintage Matchbox and vintage Johnny Lightning. Now I didn't have a chance to film at the garage sales this weekend, but I did wanna show you the stuff that I found, so check out the video. All right guys, so here's a tub of cars that we found at that garage sale. Now I was scrummaging through that guy's stuff, and I initially found just a small box of cars that were wrapped up in tissue, and the first two that opened up were Redlines. So I asked him how much did he want for everything. He proceeded to take this little box and walk over to his car and says, hey, I got some more cars if you're interested, and kind of just threw the box in there and said 50 bucks for everything. So y'all know that I jumped on that really quick. Yeah, so by the way guys, you will also see some guys coming around over here. This is our dogs, Judy and Sasha. So if you see them walk around in the background of the video, don't mind them. And they kind of like the camera, so I wouldn't be surprised if they make a cameo here and there. But anyways, back to it. Here are the cars I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go box by box and give you a description of everything that we found. Okay, so here's the first batch of cars that are all vintage Matchbox. These are all from the 70s, except for the two in the back. Some of them are in really good condition, and others are in obviously played with condition. I actually listened to a podcast a few months ago that talked about the history of Matchbox versus Hot Wheels. Really interesting. I'll put a title here so you guys want to look it up on your favorite podcast servers and take a look at it there and see what you think. So these are the two from the 80s. You got that cool double-decker tour bus. And actually one of my favorite cars is this 1979 Firebird. Famously known from the Smokey and the Bandit series. Let's see if I can... Here's a car there. This one's actually pretty clean. Such a cool car. We'll do one more glance through here for y'all to take a look at it. Matchbox was known for being precise in their vehicles, in their toys that they made. They weren't considered really toys, they were collector's items. But then Hot Wheels came along and started making all these funky cars, and Matchbox tried to keep up by, you know, not copying their style, but trying to mimic what they were doing, because the kids were the ones that are making all the sales by buying all these cars versus the adults. So real cool stuff. All right folks, so here is the next batch of cars. These are all mid 90s, 95, 96, one or two 97 of the highly coveted Johnny Lightning cars. These are really, really nice. Again, some of these are played with, others are in immaculate condition, to be honest with you. I don't know much of the history of Johnny Lightning. It's something that I have to look into. But I do know that they are highly collectible and they have a really big fan base as far as cars is concerned, die-cast. There's some people that will only get Johnny Lightnings because they say the quality is so good. And just judging by what I see here, guys, some of these cars are, I mean, really, really awesome as far as the condition, the style, just the craftsmanship and all of it. I mean, these are really cool, especially the ones that prop up like that. These are extremely cool. If I collected anything, I'd probably want to keep these. But the ones that I do collect are the Redlines. There you go, guys. These are the Johnny Lightnings. All right, so this next lot is gonna be a bunch of Hot Wheels. The ranges of these dates are from like the 1970s, a bunch of them from the 1970s, and probably just as many from the 80s, with a handful of 90s and some like 4 or 5 early 2000 ones. So let's take a look. Okay, so here's all of them right there from one eagle eye view of all of them. As you can tell, there's a bunch through here. And we're gonna get in close and just start scanning through them. That Toyota's really cool right there. I like that one a lot. That's gonna be a real popular one. Also that little race car there is cool. I tried keeping ones that were the same style together just so you can make it easier to look at. This Gremlin right there is really neat. There's some 308s. The Ferraris are real collectible. They sell really, really well. Again, this front 3 rows, I think, are all from the 70s. A pace car there, or these are all from the 80s back over here. As well as this 4th row. I like that Corvette. One of my favorite cars is, and I don't know why, I don't know if it's the color scheme, is this California Corvette right here. That's such a cool color scheme. I like it a lot. It's probably one of my favorite ones in this lot, to be honest with you. Really cool. Then you got these McDonald's Happy Meal toys. Kind of hard to see those. And then you got these over here that I don't know if these were Happy Meal or Burger King toys or what, but it just says Hot Wheels on them with no other branding. All right, so I know a lot of y'all are probably waiting on this, so I'm not gonna make you wait any longer. Okay, so here are the Redliners right here. Ended up being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23 total of the original vintage Redlines. So let's get in close on them. And as you can imagine, a lot of these are gonna be in played with condition. You can see there where it's been scraped up. But some of them are in pretty decent shape. This one has a small scratch on the very top. Wheels look fine. That one looks good as well. That one's a little scratched up. So is that one. But for the most part, we're going to say that they're in decent shape. I've seen some of these in really bad condition, being tossed around in, you know, bags of other Hot Wheels that, you know, they just get forgotten or people don't even know what they have. Now, when I bought these, the guy had each one of these wrapped up in a tissue paper and inside the box. So apparently somebody knew what was in here, but the guy that sold them to me, he didn't care. There they are, guys, the Redliners. These won't be for sale. These I do collect. And there was a couple other ones that were in here. These are this one here is the Ultra Hots Redliner. Still a little bit collectible. Got some wear on the front there. You see it says 1969 on there. And then you had the 25th anniversary vintage Redlines that they put out, I think in '94. But you got this one here, it's called the Whipped Creamer, I think. And you got this guy here. I think it's called the Demon. Is that what this one called? Yeah, the Demon. There's two of these. And then you got the school bus. No need for the H, because we're cool. And then the other ones that I'm gonna keep are gonna be these right here. I like these ones that have the Get Wrecked, whatever you call the series, I forget. But basically, it's kind of hard to do with one hand, but this goes the other way, you hit it. You guys know what these do. So yeah, the two cop cars. And I had these as a kid, so I've always liked these. The ones that come up like that. Got that one. You got this one. And I vividly remember having this guy right here. But you know how that goes. You leave them behind, they end up tossed or donated or sold at a garage sale. This is probably my favorite one of this bunch right here. But don't go quiet, because I got more. Okay guys, so this last section that I'm gonna show you guys is some older cars. They're by Corgi, 95% of them. There are a couple out here that are like the Hubley toys, maybe marks, I don't know. I haven't looked at every single one of them, but when I was going through them, I did notice that most of them are the Corgi toys. Okay, here we go, so let's take a look. We'll pan around this way. These are the 007 cars. Cool thing about these is that it's got functions to where you hit the thing here up front. You got this little action that comes out, this back one. Now you gotta hit the back seat there. And this is supposed to be an ejector seat. This is supposed to pop open here, and the front seat kind of pulls up like it's an ejector seat. Kind of hard to do with one hand, but that's what they do. And then you just reset everything. Well, that's gonna stay there for now. But you can see here, guys, a lot of cool different cars. This one's got the suicide doors on them. The Mercedes-Benz. And a lot of them have, you know, the hoods that come up. Got the what's called the Ferrari. This one's cool here too. Now, one of my favorite ones out of this lot is not even vintage. This one's from I think they made this in the 90s, but it's the replica of the 1960 Batmobile, which is so cool. Unfortunately, it looks like his ear might have broken. Either that or there's paper on it. No, I think it was just paper. Yeah, it was paper. See, the guy had all this wrapped up in paper. So you'll see some of the cars that still have little bits of pieces of paper on them. But that guy's super clean, super nice. Not extremely expensive, but just a real cool collectible to have. All right, moving right along. Got the motorcycles. I think this is German. Oh no, it's Erdl. I don't know why I thought I had a collection of these that were German made that were really expensive. Now these, I've never seen these before. Battle Kuloft. They're not even, I don't even see any writing that's in English. So I would have to do a search on these to see what these are worth, because I have no idea anything about them at all. But they're very interesting. There's two of them. Then you got these right here. The Great Marvel. You see, that's paper. And the Porsche. Another Ferrari. Mercedes. And then over here you get into the smaller die-cast cars. Got the Frankenstein machine there. This is a really cool one. The Superman mobile. I like that one. Then you got the Spider-Man motorcycle. You also got another Superman van here. And I think all these I'm going to take to my antique booth. I'll get these labeled individually. Then you got the ones in the back here. There you go, guys. I'll glance around real quick for those who want to take another quick look. All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed the video. A lot of cool stuff, the Hot Wheels, the Matchbox, Johnny Lightning. Y'all leave a comment, let me know what your favorite car was or what your favorite line of die-cast cars are in the comments below, and let me know. I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me and watching these videos. I will be putting more out. I will be also adding videos of me at the actual garage sale. So if you like those kind of videos, hang tight. There'll be more of those to come. These first few are just going to be like this garage sale hauls, as I wasn't planning on making a separate channel until here recently. So bear with me for the next couple videos, but they're gonna start getting better with actual garage sale footage. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for me today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, I hope that you would like the video, hit subscribe and all that good stuff that we actually do on YouTube, and we'll see you next time. Peace.